Hello everybody and welcome back to the podcast. We're back with Callum.
Hello.
Again in his horrible West Ham shirt. So
No, this is actually a nice West Ham shirt.
it's alright, at least it's
So,
not
yeah.
this season. But there's no football on this weekend, so
Yeah, that's crap.
so we're gonna speak about the games from last week. Obviously I wasn't doing any videos from last week, so let's go through a few of the results. Wolves getting their first win against Southampton.
I know. They needed that,
Yeah.
didn't they?
It was going to happen at some point, wasn't it?
Yeah, they've had a rough start. I remember the game against City where they actually showed what they can do. And obviously that was unlucky to lose in the last minute like that. But yeah, they needed that result, and I mean, well, Southampton needed it as well with where Wolves were. But Wolves are always going to beat them. Southampton are easily
They're going to
going down.
Yeah.
You know, they'll get a couple of points here and there, but yeah, it's a fairly comfortable result for Wolves. That so yeah.
Another team that's struggling beat Tottenham 2-1. Ipswich beating Tottenham 2-1.
I wasn't that surprised, to be fair.
I wasn't.
I think Spurs were showing signs of having a result like that, and it was coming, but on the other hand, you can't do that at home. Like, you're at home to Ipswich, and that's just unacceptable. It wasn't like a lucky win either, and I mean they had chances to score. Johnson as well in the last couple of minutes, but they can't. It's unacceptable to do that against a team like Ipswich who will get results like this. They didn't actually play amazingly, and it was down to Tottenham's mistakes and them being crap on the day that got Ipswich the win. So.
West Ham draw 0-0. Did you go to the game?
I did go to the game.
Yeah, very frustrating.
It was one of the most boring games that I've been to.
It's isn't it?
Yeah, and we lost 2-0 to them at home last season. I went to that. That was shite as well, really.
Yeah.
This one, it was so boring. There was a couple of good chances. We probably should have scored. Pickford made a really good save at the in the last couple of minutes, but so did they. Fabianski was brilliant. He saved us from 3 or 4 goals, and we deserved it. Really, we were so slow moving the ball as well. There were times where Fabianski would get it would come towards him, and he'd have options everywhere because we'd have pushed Everton up, and he'd hold onto the ball, and the fans were getting so frustrated with it. Just not the things we could do if we moved the ball a little bit faster and got it to the players that can. The magical play like Somerville and who do create space, then we could really be. We could have got something out of that game. We just didn't do that.
Your next game is Newcastle away. They beaten Forest.
I'm not excited. I've not got my hopes up for that.
Beat Forest last weekend 3-1. They went 1-0 down.
Win.
Yeah.
That's a really good win.
And scoring 3 goals in the second half as well, which is really good. So
against Forest too.
Yeah, Forest are doing brilliant.
You don't usually do that against a team who's
flying
up and coming,
bit,
and you know.
They were good at home as well. Man City getting beat 2-1 to Brighton.
Yeah, what's that? 4 losses on the trot as well in all competitions. They're showing signs, and I know you'll be smiling because Liverpool. They're showing signs, but they had the last 2 seasons showing signs of being bad and giving Arsenal the league. But all it takes is for you to lose a couple of games and City to get into gear at the second half of the season, which they will.
Definitely. I mean, Man City, 4 losses on the bounce, never done that under Pep. It's a bit of a shock, really.
The Sporting one was
bad,
weird as well.
I did think Man City would get beat Sporting, but not by that many goals. 4-1. Tottenham, Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth was the most surprising. Spurs beat them quite regularly, to be fair. and so that wasn't like really surprising. But when they lost to Brighton and Sporting as well, it was sort of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to.
As well, they were 1-0 up coming 15 minutes into the last 15 minutes of the game.
Thrown it away.
Yeah.
To be fair, we talked about the Wolves result, and that was a time they could have had an upset. You know, they only just got a goal to win 2-1 at the last couple of minutes. So they're on thin ice a little bit with letting Liverpool go a bit too far, and I think at the moment it's not far enough that we can say Liverpool are gonna win the league or anything, and it's too early.
So Manchester United beating Leicester 3-0.
I didn't think it would be 3-0, but
after them, what was it, 5-3 in the EFL? Was it 5-2, 5-3?
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
When they played them last time.
So he's sacking Ten Hag?
I think, I don't know.
Although every team has like a little spark, don't they? After getting a new manager,
Amorim
or something happening. Yeah, I think
Ipswich away next week.
That's a game where he can really show his quality, you know, and hope they don't do a Spurs.
Yeah, and then Liverpool beating Villa comfortably. It was a bit
I didn't see that coming, you know, because Villa are just quite. They've got to the point now when it's like they stay around 5th or 6th and stuff, and they actually get points against teams like you and City and Arsenal. So I didn't see you beating them quite comfortably.
2-0. It was a bit of a stop and start game.
Yeah, but you were never really under a massive pressure from them. So yeah, and I think you're showing City signs that if you're gonna give us all these advantages at the top and you're gonna keep losing games, we'll just counter it. And, you know, yeah.
Arsenal as well dropping more points. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea are doing quite well at the moment.
Yeah, Chelsea are, and I'm actually happy I predicted them 4th because I thought that was probably my boldest prediction, but now it's my West Ham finishing 6th prediction.
I think
definitely my boldest because West Ham are never going to finish 6th.
I think I predicted them. Yeah, I think 6th or 7th. I think. I thought they were going to do really well. Obviously, new manager brought in loads of good players.
We should be. We've got Somerville. We've got Kilman, Fulkrug,
Wan-Bissaka. The thing is with Wan-Bissaka is he loses. Well, when I was watching them play Chelsea, he was losing his position all the time, and he was letting Jackson.
But we're letting him do that against Everton. Yeah. We just let him. He goes up, he overlaps all the time, and he's not particularly a defensive player in the sense of how some right backs play. Yeah. I think he's a really good player, and overall, like the things he gives us on the wing, with Kudus coming inside as well. Paqueta, who pisses me off sometimes, but he works well with him. And obviously he's on the right side with Bowen, and they work really well together. Bowen likes coming inside, then playing the overlap, and Wan-Bissaka's always there. So I don't really mind what he does, and if they're going to play him like that, then fine, you know. It's just if we lose like one of our key defenders, then we've got a quite unstable back three when he pushes up that come across, you know. So, but then we have people like Rodriguez who can come in and help, and it's just not the whole system isn't really working at the moment, and that's partly because what even is the system? Like you watch most teams play, and it's like, oh, Liverpool play this way, and you can tell how they sort of how they're working, and whereas with West Ham it's just like what is you know, what are they trying to do, and we need to sort of find our playing style and that suits everyone really, because you've got players like Somerville, who when we use him are brilliant. Obviously, he scored the goal and won the penalty against Man United. Whatever you can say about that penalty.
Shouldn't have been given.
And but he still did. And if we give him if we give him passes and give him the ball, he's amazing. It's just our system, especially against Everton, you could see it.
Yeah.
Isn't working for a lot of our players.
Premier League predictions. We'll just do wins, no predictions. We'll just who'll win the games. 12:30, Leicester at home to Chelsea. They can be a bit of a pain in the
Well,
ass.
you've got to say Chelsea wins, don't you? It's like a lot of people, and I did at the start with Ipswich Liverpool, where you go, it's a team in the relegation zone at home against a big team. They could, but it rarely happens. So you've just got to go safe, don't you, and say that Chelsea will win this. I'll maybe go 3-1. They're doing really well, Chelsea, and this is a game that they'll just think we've got to come out of this quite comfortably and in a good position instead of letting ourselves get a bit shaky.
Yeah, I'll go Chelsea as well. Fulham v Wolves. I'll probably go Fulham.
Yeah.
Well,
Wolves got that nice win, didn't they?
Yeah.
But they're
Give
not
them a
showing
little bit
signs of.
momentum, but Fulham away is a tough place to go. You going Fulham then?
I'm going Fulham.
Everton at home to Brentford.
They're all just the games that. I mean, this has 0-0 on it.
Yeah, I'll probably go for a draw.
It has 0-0 for Everton, but also Brentford scored.
Yeah.
They had 8 goals in their last game, so it could be a 1-0 to Brentford probably.
I'll go for a draw. Arsenal v Forest. This will be a good game.
Yeah.
But
I know Forest lost that game to Newcastle, but also Newcastle were really good that game, and Arsenal dropping points to Newcastle, then Chelsea. Forest isn't a good game to come at them at this point, with their past results. So I'll maybe go a draw. It's at Arsenal, isn't it?
I'll probably stay safe. I'll probably go Arsenal. But I think it'll be like a 2-1, 1-0.
They have to. They've dropped to. Are they 5th or 4th now?
5th.
5th.
They need to win more.
They'd need to win it, but Forest.
No, they don't. Right, next one. Bournemouth v Brighton. Another game which isn't really.
Yeah, Brighton will comfortably win this, I think.
I'll go for a draw.
Been going draw like 5
times. It's at Bournemouth.
Yeah, but still.
I'll go Brighton. Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Alright then. Fine.
Struggling Palace v Villa. It's at Villa as well. I'll probably go Villa.
Villa, you've got
I've got to back them. The big one, 5:30. Man City v Tottenham.
Yeah.
I don't know what to.
Spurs regularly beat them, but then it's like
Man City. You watch Man City will turn up and score about 4 goals.
Yeah, it's going to be like 2-3-1 maybe. City into it. Probably.
I'll go Man City.
Also, they can't lose 5 in a row because that would be even more. They've got to buckle up now, haven't they? Especially with you lot. So. City.
And then Liverpool again after Arsenal and Man City being played. Southampton away for Liverpool. It's just that could be about 6-0, but I'm not gonna go too
maybe like
2 or 3.
Southampton aren't gonna score. Southampton have,
but
they must be like the lowest scoring team in. They've hardly scored any.
Like I remember one game we won it, but Southampton did score first. But now Liverpool.
You go 1-0 down quite a lot though.
Yeah, but this season we haven't really hardly conceded.
Yeah.
Probably go for Liverpool win.
You'll win that, yeah.
Ruben Amorim, Man United, Ipswich away.
We've already said, haven't we?
He has to prove his point, and I think if he does, then the fans will start to like him.
Be a bit shaky though if he gets if he loses or something.
I'm going to go for a Man United win. Just about there. I think Ipswich will score, but I think they'll only just win. Monday night, last game, Newcastle v West Ham. It's just...
It's going to be Newcastle, isn't it? But
it's a case with that, just playing it out and just...
Yeah.
Don't really make any
We
mistakes.
might go back to Moyes' defensive ball, which is literally defend even if you're, 3-0 down. Even though you got to go for it, just defend. We could do that and get a draw out of it, which would be fine. I'd be really happy with a draw. So, I'll go draw.
I'll probably go for Newcastle.
That's fine. I mean, my unbiased brain would go for Newcastle, but then come on, we got to have a little bit of hope.
Yeah. York City. You know a little bit about them, but not much.
I'm not a massive, like you know everything.
You'd follow them, but obviously.
Yeah. I know how they're doing. I know what the games are and everything.
As the league stands,
1 point clear of Forest Green.
Sorry, but Barnet are getting beat 2-1. Just pointing that out.
Really?
Barnet are getting beat 2-1. Gateshead are winning 2-1, unfortunately. Oldham are winning 3-0, so just keep that in mind. So that's good for York, that Barnet are getting beat. At home as well, so that's good. So with that Gateshead winning at the moment, they're 1 point behind Forest Green and 2 points behind York. And then Barnet are on 34 points. And
I think if we're going to say, if York City have a good chance of winning, they're going to have to win tonight.
Forest Green tonight away.
So I can't really say what I predict with how the league will go yet, because
I mean, the 3 games including today: Forest Green away, who were second; Yeovil at home, who are 7th at the moment; and then Altrincham, 7:45 away, who are 8th. So they are 3 tough games. But also, what you got to think is, in that league, every game's a tough game.
Yeah.
You got to think that. If York win tonight, it's a massive statement. And then if we beat Yeovil at home, which we probably will, it could be a case.
It could all go tits up a bit if we lose tonight. Because then Forest Green 2 points clear, and then
I'd take a draw. I would take a draw away from home as well.
Yeah, but of course you would,
But York at the moment, in their form, obviously 4-0. These last 5 games: 4-0 to Ebbsfleet, 3-1 to Barnet, 2-1 to Halifax. Obviously, watch the match share vlog. And then we got beat to Wickham with 3-2, which we shouldn't have really got beat. And then last week we thumped Hartlepool 5-3. So we do like scoring goals, obviously. My prediction, it'll be a good game. Put it that way.
You know what? Go York City win. But they did it against Barnet. Yeah. The 3-1. I mean, that was amazing.
Barnet weren't this side that I thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
They scored first, but I didn't think.
Forest Green were at home though, I guess. And that could really. But the York City fans away are so
I don't think they'll bring many because it's on TV 5:30. I think they'll only bring about 300 to 400. I don't think there'll be many.
But still.
But the following at York's brilliant. Getting nearly 7,000.
Yeah.
Oh no, nearly 8,000 at home.
Well, they're doing well, aren't they? As
brilliant.
Well?
Yeah.
And that brings in. In tons.
I'm gonna go for a 1-0 win. I'm gonna go for Ollie Pearce in the 94th minute. I think we'll win 1-0.
Okay.
I think it won't be.
If that happens, this looks like we've done it after the game.
Yeah, no.
So make sure this.
So yeah, it is it's 5-4 at the moment. So bear that in mind. Predictions.
I'll go. Because I want it to be 3-2 York.
3-2?
Yeah. We'll come back from 2-0 down.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
That would be
looking at the goal difference, we've both scored the same goals, and we've conceded 2 less than Forest Green. So
Yeah.
it'll be an even game, really even.
Yeah, well,
But it also depends on.
there'll either be lots of goals or like no goals.
Yeah.
You know,
It'll
so
just be 1 or 2. Yeah.
oh, if it's 0-0.
Living. Do you think we'll win the league?
If we win tonight, we'll win the league.
If we win tonight and then win our if we win our next 8 games.
Well, yeah, of course.
I know. And
of course we'll win the
but
league.
if
We're not
it-
next 8 games.
if Forest Green haven't lost in the last 5, so
Yeah, I think if we get enough points to win the league, if we get more points than everyone else, I think we'll win the league.
Going on to the Wickham game, we probably got robbed. We probably did get robbed because
I don't know anything about
I
that.
know, but we should have got a penalty apparently, and they shouldn't have got a penalty. They got 2 penalties and scored a free kick, so they all came from set pieces. So that was a bit of a bugger. So we're out of the cup, and then who would have we got? We'd have got. Let me check. We'd have got Wealdstone away, who were in our league 21st away. So if we'd have won that, we could have gone on to play Bolton or someone. Bolton away, what an away day that would be. Tamworth are getting beat 3-0 by Oldham. That's it. Tamworth are doing really bad at the moment. We beat them 2-1, 3. Oh Christ, 2-0, 2-0. That's it, 2-0.
Yeah.
That was the first game of the season. But yeah, we have got Gateshead as well in a couple of weeks, which will be interesting. I can remember last year I didn't go to the game. It was on Boxing Day, I think. We won 1-0 at home, and I watched it. It was brilliant. I was a bit annoyed I didn't go to the game. So yeah, I think that's all to cover on. Oh yeah, David Coote.
David Cope.
Opinions, because I went on Instagram when I got home from school, and that popped up. I was like,
well, he can't say it because it's his job.
Yeah.
Right, and like, but if he wants to bear the consequences, and what's happened to him in the end is he got. They've got sacked.
Suspended.
Yeah, and
I don't know if he'll be coming back or not. Probably, I don't think he will be.
I mean, he can't. It's unacceptable, isn't it? Because it's his job, and you're unbiased as a match official. You don't start saying that Klopp's a,
Yeah, C word. Yeah.
Yeah, and that Liverpool are shite, and
Yeah, I mean.
And it's like, even if it's true or not,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to say it.
Yeah.
But if he wants to get suspended for it,
Let him.
and he thinks that it's, he thinks that it's worth going and saying that on a video, then, I mean, that's his free will, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll end it there.
Okay.
I think we'll have to have a little sleep. My throat's gone. Well, my throat will be gone if we win tonight, so that'll be good. And see you on the next one. Like and subscribe. We're nearly at 900. We're on 809. Get us to 900.
Right.
By the end of the year, that'd be quite good, actually. And go down and subscribe to the full-time podcast. That's Callum's. He's on 1.17, as I'm looking at. Obviously, you're taking a break as well, which I understand. Because football's just crap at the moment. So, to be honest, I've had a little break from it because it's been getting on my backside. But I think I should start doing more because Man City are getting beat. I should just make make a full episode of Man City.
Why Man City are just crap now.
Yeah, for the past 5 weeks. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.